Why everyone is moving to regional Australia in 2025. Why so many people are packing up their city lives and heading to regional Australia. We'll unpack what's pushing people out of the cities, what's pulling them into small towns, the new government benefits, the housing situation, work-from-home jobs, internet upgrades, local culture, unexpected challenges, and we'll even throw in some hilarious real-life stories of city folks adjusting to farm life. Whether you're dreaming of moving out yourself or just want to see what the fuss is all about, stick around. This one's packed with laughs and insights all the way to the end. You know how everyone used to dream of living in the big city with fancy apartments, endless coffee shops, and traffic jams that made you question your life choices? Yeah, about that it's over. Welcome to 2025, where living in a shoebox in Sydney is no longer the Aussie dream. People are swapping skyline views for paddocks, peace and possums. Regional Australia has officially entered the chat, and it's stealing the spotlight. So, why is everyone moving to regional Australia? Simple answer. The cities are full, the rent is brutal, and cows don't charge parking fees. But let's break it down properly. First off, let's talk about rent and house prices. The cost of living in Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane has gone through the roof. Rent for a one-bedroom flat in the city could fund a full-blown mansion in a regional town like Wagga Wagga, Dubbo, or Bendigo. Hey, maybe not a mansion, but at least a proper house with a yard, a fence, and enough space to swing a kangaroo. People are realizing they don't have to spend half their income on rent just to live near an overcrowded tram. Regional Australia offers affordability, space, and in many cases homes with actual backyards. Remember those? Then there's the big one, working from home. After the pandemic years and digital transformation, remote work is no longer just for IT people and crypto bros, it's gone mainstream. You can now live in a small town with big skies and still attend your morning Zoom meeting in your pajamas, just with a slightly better view than a concrete wall. The government has even been investing in better internet access across regional areas. Yes, regional NBN speeds are catching up. Not every town, but many now have fiber or satellite connections that are good enough to binge Netflix and work a 9 to 5, all while listening to magpies argue outside your window. But it's not just about escaping the rat race, it's about embracing a better lifestyle. In regional Australia, your neighbours actually say hi to you. Kids can ride their bikes down the street without you constantly checking a GPS tracker. You can breathe clean air, hear birds, and see stars at night, actual stars, not just influencers with ring lights. People are also discovering that life in the bush or on the coast isn't boring. Regional towns have vibrant communities, great markets, festivals, footy clubs, and seriously underrated bakeries. The Aussie government is loving this trend. Why? Because it helps take the pressure off overpacked cities. That's why they're offering all kinds of incentives to move regionally. Some areas give relocation grants, help finding work, and even visa priority for migrants who are willing to live and work outside the capital cities. Plus, there are programs to support health workers, tradies, and teachers in regional areas. So if you've got skills, there's a good chance you'll be welcomed with open arms and maybe even a barbecue invite. Let's not forget one of the biggest draws: nature. Imagine having national parks, beaches, waterfalls, and rivers in your backyard. City parks are great and all, but they don't have kangaroos, emus, or the occasional bush turkey chasing you for snacks. In places like Tasmania, you can have snow one day and sunshine the next, and you don't have to fight through 200 tourists for a selfie. Western Australia has beaches that look like postcards and no one on them. That's the dream. Now, of course, it's not all gum trees and glory. There are challenges, like getting used to the local wildlife, especially birds. City people aren't ready for magpie season. You think you're just going for a jog, next thing you know you're being dive-bombed by a black and white feathered missile. Tip: zip ties on your bike helmet equals survival mode. Or take snakes. Yes, they exist. No, they don't live under every bed. Most locals just gently escort them out with a broom while wearing thongs. It's very Aussie. And let's talk about small-town gossip. Everyone knows everyone, which means if you bought instant coffee instead of fresh beans, at least 4 neighbors know by sunset. Another adjustment? Shops don't open 24/7. Some close at 5 p.m. sharp. Miss that and it's baked beans for dinner. But hey, you'll save money and learn to plan ahead. Public transport? Limited. But that's why nearly everyone drives. Your Uber might be a tractor, and that's not a joke in some towns. Let's have a laugh with some real stories. A couple from Sydney moved to regional South Australia and installed a security camera to catch suspicious movement at night. Turns out it was a wombat. The poor thing just wanted to walk in peace. One Melbourne guy moved to a coastal town and joined the local surf club. He couldn't swim. He just thought it came with free sausage sizzles. Another family swapped their city apartment for a 5-acre block in regional Queensland. First weekend, their kid ran outside yelling, "Mom, there's a dinosaur in the yard." It was an emu. Despite the laughs, one thing's clear. People are staying. Regional towns that once had aging populations are seeing young families, new businesses and fresh energy return. Some places are even seeing population booms, with local councils building more infrastructure, more schools and even trendy cafes. And let's not forget migrants and international students, many of whom are being encouraged to settle in regional areas through visa pathways. With lower rent, quieter surroundings and real community vibes, it's a smart option, especially when you're new to the country. Even retirees are joining the movement. They're swapping city noise for peaceful sunsets, cheaper homes and a slower pace of life. Some start veggie gardens. Others start wine clubs. Either way, it beats honking horns and skyrocketing rent. In the end, whether it's for affordability, lifestyle, or the ability to finally own chickens without breaking any strata rules, regional Australia is booming. It's not just a trend, it's a shift in how Aussies want to live. So if you're thinking of making the move, just remember. Bring a car. Respect the locals. Say hi to your neighbors. And maybe pack a snake bite kit. Who knows, your dream life might not be in a penthouse overlooking the city, but in a quiet town where your dog knows every dog on the block, your barista knows your name, and your neighbors invite you over for lamingtons. Welcome to regional Australia, where the grass actually is greener.